Hello there, soul listeners. This is Aura, and welcome to a Twin Flame Journey. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so that you get the latest content delivered right to you. So without further delay, let's get into this, okay? Also, I'm opening back up personal reading. So if you're interested in a personal reading, all of that is going to be in the description box below, okay? I'm going to start with the love oracle messages, okay? And before we even start, I'm having this vision of someone with binoculars peeking or looking out their window. Wow. First card coming out here, spying. Social network, information, ways. Did I just say binoculars? I swear I just said binoculars. We also have bitterness here too. This one flipped up on top. Bitterness, resentment, anger. And this one also popped out as well. Foundation, established, family, security. I'm kind of like hearing like your person has this idea of what a family kind of looks like, what a foundation looks like, but also that they know what it takes. This is not male or female, anything like that. This is, if you see this, this is for you, okay? I do feel like they have a lot of resentment towards something. And we're also going to clarify, of course, but they have a lot of resentment towards things that were said. Maybe even things that were done, but I feel like it's more verbal than anything with this message. It's kind of like they envisioned this playing out and it wasn't what they imagined, but at the same time, they're spying, they're watching. Running. So I'm kind of also picking up that someone is working really hard in their career. Cut the deck in half and I have the King of Pentacles, King of Swords. Okay, who is this spying? Whoever this is, they're worried. Nine of Swords. The Emperor. King of Pentacles. Spying. Didn't I just say they were working? Eight of Pentacles, and we have the Six of Wands. Three of Swords. I do feel like this is someone who is definitely very hurt. Whoever this is, I do feel like they are very grounded. And not just grounded, but they know how to ground themselves and they know how to guide themselves through any situation. I'm also seeing like someone very good with their hands. Maybe they're very creative. Maybe someone who is like a contractor or in like construction. I'm also kind of feeling, Zeke is back again. I'm also kind of feeling someone who, you know, might be like a carpenter or who likes to build things with their hands, possibly. Maybe even like a welder. It feels more, you know, it feels more masculine. Six of Wands is here though. I feel like this is someone who really wants to win something, you know, like win a prize, or it's almost like there's a reward at the other end of the other end. But this is also someone who's very hurt. Okay, Three of Swords, very hurt. I feel like maybe there was an argument. Maybe there was I'm also hearing like somebody maybe lied about something. Maybe they lied about where they were at. Okay, let's see what this bitterness is. Bitterness. Four of Wands just came out, clarifying bitterness. We need to get more specific. Four of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles, clarifying bitterness. Underneath the deck, we have the Moon card. You know, I feel like there was a lot of confusion. I feel like someone was maybe misinterpreting someone. But I feel like someone was trying to be gentle, but instead someone sort of lashed out. Maybe they weren't really nice with their words, and it created a lot of confusion in this connection. The Moon here, Scorpio, Pisces energy. Underneath that is the Ace of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles. Like, it's almost like someone was very harsh. I feel like they said something that they shouldn't have. And maybe they regret it. Four of Wands with the Queen of Pentacles. I kind of feel like someone was trying to be generous and kind and nurturing, trying to establish a foundation, trying to maybe have some type of reunion, but it did not happen that way. Let's get one more here, because the High Priestess. Seven of Cups. So, you know, Seven of Cups is very similar to the Moon card. But now we have the High Priestess here. I feel like there were a lot of things hidden, okay? I'm hearing like not everything is as it seems. More Pisces energy, okay? I'm also hearing that I feel like whoever this resonates with and whoever this is for, this is someone who I feel like hid the relationship from family, friends. I feel like maybe they didn't tell their family about you, or they haven't revealed to others about you. But there's so much more to this. There's so much more to this connection than what it appears to be and what is here. It's almost like they are deferring away from their feelings, but at the same time they're bitter because of it. I also feel like this person, it's almost like they care, but they put on this brave face and they want to be bitter on the outside, but really they're just gentle. They're a gentle human being, and they want something very powerful and special. They want High Priestess. Okay, foundation. Wheel of Fortune, clarifying foundation. The sun underneath the deck. And now we have the Lovers. Wow. Hold on, you guys, because I don't want to get... Okay, now we have the Lovers here. The Lovers and the Wheel of Fortune for foundation. 5 of Cups underneath the deck. Okay. You know, this is about 2 people who are lovers, who share something very special, who have this incredible connection. And it's almost like the universe is working to make this happen. The universe is working in these two in their favor, and for these two. Okay. And it's not just sex and intimacy that we're talking about. No, this is something much deeper than that. Fixed energy is here. We have Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, and Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, and Scorpio. Okay. But this is about a very powerful connection that just goes beyond anything and everything. You see this, it's almost like there's a third energy in here. There's the divine trying to bring these two together, because together they make this wonderful foundation. Wonderful foundation with each other. Okay. And I'm also hearing like, it's almost like this person who's spying. It's like they feel lost. They feel lost without you. They feel like they can't go on. But they feel some type of way about this connection, which makes them sad, hopeless, depressed. But they're spying. They're spying, and they're also very bitter. I feel like they're also very bitter towards others. Tell me more about this person spying. Whoa. And they have a lot to say. Oh, too many cards. That's a lot. There was like 7 cards that just popped out. Tell me more about this person spying. Okay, we have 3 cards. We have the Hanged Man, the 6 of Cups, and we also have the Queen of Cups. This is someone who feels very stuck right now. I feel like they feel, maybe stuck on the past. Stuck on what the past brought for them is something that I'm hearing with this message. But I also feel like I also feel like they realize that they had a lot of things going for them when they were around you or when they had access to you. But this person feels very stuck right now. Now we have the Queen of Cups. This is someone who's very intuitive, but I also feel like they could be, it's so interesting that he's taking a drink right now because water. Queen of Cups, very intuitive. I also feel like they let their intuition guide them. They're a high priestess. They don't reveal everything to others. They kind of keep it to themselves. But they're a Queen of Cups, and they're very intuitive. I feel like they're very gentle and very nurturing and genuine. And I feel like they have been nothing but that while around you. But it's almost as if they're waiting for something to happen. 7 of Pentacles here. Temperance. The Chariot. It's almost like they're waiting for something to happen. But what are they waiting for? They're waiting for something. What are they waiting for? The Chariot. And we also have the 7 of Swords. This almost feels like they're waiting for something to end. They're waiting for something to stop. They're waiting for something to end. We also have the Chariot here. So this really feels like someone who is willing to go the distance, travel. But we also have the 7 of Swords here. So it's almost like they're kind of waiting for something to end, but at the same time, it's almost like they're only hurting themselves by doing that. They're only hurting themselves, and they're only hurting. I don't feel like it's this connection that they're hurting. It's almost like it's only hurting themselves by waiting, by sitting on the sidelines. Temperance. I feel like this feels like someone who, they're not bitter. They're very genuine and soft and kind, but I feel like the longer that they are apart from you, the more that it hurts them. The more that it hurts you too. 7 of Cups, Knight of Cups, confusion. What actions is this person going to take? Knight of Swords, rushing in. 4 of Cups underneath the deck. Knight of Swords. Nine of Pentacles and the 2 of Cups. It almost feels like they are set free, or they are trying to set themselves free from something. Almost as if they are free at this time, but it's almost like they're not. They're not really free from something. I feel like they're trying to. And it's almost like this connection will set them free from it. But they have to let something go. to do that. Okay. Final messages, please. Final messages. Signs. They're receiving the signs about you. I'm kind of seeing, I'm seeing the number 1144, which is odd. And then we have communication. We have communication, and we also have afraid. So, you know, there is a little bit of fear here of, well, if they reach out, then, you know, what's going to happen and all of that. But forgiveness, some type of forgiveness may need to happen, may need to transpire. But they have to let go of this fear to come forward. Okay. Okay. So this is where I leave you with these messages. I'll see you in my next video. Everybody take care, and bye for now.